Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers and dear students, welcome. In this class, we are to see five couplets under the chapter 36, having the head, knowing the truth, finding out the truth. See, in this chapter, knowing the truth, World one stresses the importance of knowing the truth of life, knowing the truth of things which are coupled with human life, knowing the truth of things and deeds which are totally coupled with the human life. Come, let us see these five couplets. Tirukural, comments and explanations with new dimension. Five couplets from 356 to 360. Live 162, dated 9/12/2024. Couplet 356. Those who learned well and found the truth of things won't redo evil deeds. Again, those who learned well and found the truth of things won't redo evil deeds. What is the message? That is, one says, those who learn virtuous writings and understand the truth of life would never redo the evil deeds that they did in their earlier life. This is the message. Again, people who learn virtuous writings and know the truth of human life. The people, I mean, people who learn virtuous writings and know the truth of human life would never redo the evils that they did in the earlier part of their life. This is the message. Those who learned well and found the truth of things won't redo evil deeds. That is, if we learn virtuous writings and understand the truth of life, we would never redo the evils that we committed in the early part of our life. Content. People who have learned well the philosophy of life by virtuous writings would never indulge in evil deeds. Core. For praiseworthy life, learning virtuous writings is must. Explanation. People who have learned well the virtuous philosophy of human life through virtuous writings and the speeches of the wise won't indulge again in evil deeds which they committed in their early days due to ignorance of good and evil. That is, if we learn virtuous writings, if you learn virtuous writings and find out the truth of life, we would never commit the evils that we did in the early part of our life. Again, those who learnt well and found the truth of things won't redo evil deeds. People who read virtuous writings and understand the truth of life would never redo the mistakes that they did in the early part of their life. Couple 357. If a man realizes the fact of a thing by due search, he will understand there is no rebirth to clutch. Again, if a man realizes the fact of a thing by due search, he will understand there is no rebirth to clutch. What is the message? What one says that is, if a man understands the truth of a thing by due search, if a man understands the truth of a thing through due search, then he would better understand. He would understand that there is no rebirth. That's all. If a man understands the truth of a thing through due search, then he would understand that there is no rebirth. He would understand that there is no rebirth. Content. The man who realizes the truth of a thing through right search would never believe the concept of rebirth. The man who realizes the truth of a thing through right search would never believe the concept of rebirth. For to ignore myth, truth should be realized. Explanation. If a man realizes the true quality of a thing through due examination, he would well understand that there is no rebirth. If a man understands the truth of a thing through proper examination, then he would better understand that there is no rebirth. He would understand the concept of, rebirth. He would well understand that there is no birth. Again, if a man realizes the fact of a thing by due search, he will understand there is no rebirth to clutch. That is, if a man understands the true nature of a thing by due search, then he would understand that there is no, he would understand uh, there is no rebirth. He would never believe. That is, if a man realizes the truth of a thing, then he would never believe the concept of rebirth. If a man understands the truth of a thing through proper examinations, then he would never believe the concept of rebirth. Couple 358. To eradicate the ignorance of rebirth, perceiving the true nature of things is wisdom of worth. A very good couplet. To eradicate the ignorance of rebirth, perceiving the true nature of things is wisdom of truth. What is the message? That is to eliminate the false concept of rebirth. To eliminate the false concept of rebirth. Knowing the truth of things is wisdom. To eliminate the false concept of rebirth, knowing the true knowing the truth of things is wisdom. Concept. To eliminate the false concept of rebirth, knowing the truth of things is wisdom. Core. Truth is the wonderful medicine to eradicate ignorance. Truth is the wonderful medicine to eradicate ignorance. Core. Explanation. To eliminate the ignorance of rebirth, the truth of material and mental things and words and deeds should be rightly perceived. This realization is known as wisdom. Again, to eradicate the ignorance of rebirth, perceiving the true nature of things is wisdom of worth. That is, concept of rebirth itself is ignorance. The concept of the concept of rebirth is a false notion. If we want to avoid it, to come up to throw away this, false notion, we should understand it. We should understand the true nature of things. That is to eliminate the false concept of rebirth. To eliminate the false concept of rebirth, knowing the truth of things is wisdom. Couple 359. Knowing things bearing evils. If we discard them, the disease, distress won't harm us. Who can beat them? A beautiful couplet. Knowing things bearing evils. If we discard them, the disease, distress won't harm us. Who can beat them? What is the message? That is what one says. If we if we find out that some things are evil, that is, if we find out that a thing is evil and give up our desire for that, then no pain from that thing would harm us. That's all. If we understand the if you understand the evil nature of a thing, if you understand the evil nature of a thing and give up or desire for the thing, then no evil of that thing would harm us. That is the message. If you find out if you find out the evil nature of a thing and give up or desire for the thing, then no evil of the thing would harm us. Having known the evil qualities of things and deeds, if we totally renounce our desire for them, no suffering would pain us. Core. Avoiding harmful things and deeds is wisdom. Avoiding harmful things and deeds is wisdom. This is the core explanation. Sufferings injure us when we stand depending upon evil things and deeds. So, if we discard the desire that we have undone, the disease, suffering would never near us. Again, the couplet. Knowing things bearing evils, if we discard them, the disease, distress won't come us. Who can beat them? That is, if we find out the evil nature of things and give up our desire for them, then no harm of that thing, no harm of that thing would harm us. Couplet 360, a very, very beautiful couplet. If the trio, lust, wrath, and delusion are beaten, the disease, grief, would never threaten. Again, if the trio, lust, wrath, and delusion are beaten, the disease, grief, would never threaten. What is the message? It is these three things are poisonous, highly poisonous. They are highly responsible for our sufferings. and sorrows. That is, lust, wrath, and delusion. Lust, wrath, and delusion are the three most dangerous things which are capable of bringing us all sorts of sorrows and sufferings. So, if we avoid the three evil qualities, lust, wrath, and delusion, if we avoid, see, if we avoid the three evil qualities, lust, wrath, and delusion, then no harm would disturb us, no harm would, no harm would pain us. If the trio, desire, anger, and ignorance, are thrown away from the mind, no pain would harm us. For when desire, anger, and ignorance leave the mind, pain would leave the mind. Explanation: the trio, desire, anger, and delusion, are the worst enemies of human beings. They are very powerful. They would easily fully a man either by temptation or by provocation or by confusion. If a man is capable of rooting them out from his mind, he could keep miseries never nearing him. Again, if the trio lust, wrath, and delusion are beaten, the disease grief would never threaten. That is, if the three dangerous trio, if the three dangerous enemies, lust, wrath, and delusion, that is, desire, anger, and ignorance, if we throw them away, if we keep ourselves not these three enemies nearing the mind, then no pain or sorrow or suffering will near us. This is the message of this couplet. Respected elders, education is they teach the dear students. See, in these five couplets, we have seen that mainly our ignorance is the greatest element that is disturbing us and all walks of our life. It is ignorance. It is highly responsible. Wherever, lust, anger, and delusion. It is our ignorance. So, Valdvan, in this entire 10 couplets, he stresses the importance of knowing the truth. We should understand the truth coupled with all material things and deeds which are quite essential for human life. We should know the fact. We should know the entire truth of all material things and deeds which are coupled with human life. Unless otherwise, we understand them clearly, ignorance could occupy us. When we become a prey to ignorance, it would eat us. Then we can't lead a peaceful and worthy life. So, if we want to lead a worthy and peaceful life, We should find out the true nature of material things and our deeds. Then we should avoid the evil things and evil deeds. If you do that, if you follow that, then you can have a peaceful and trustworthy life. It's okay. Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dear students, I highly thank you for patiently and keenly listening to my commentary to these five couplets under the chapter 36 having the knowing the truth. That's okay. Again, till I meet you in the next class, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.